Wouldn't it be great if we could figure out which eBay sellers did not know the value of what they were selling? This way we could buy it from them and then resell it on eBay for a much higher price. That would be pretty funny, right? What if we could figure out which eBay sellers didn't even know what it was that they had? This way we could buy it from them, identify it, and then flip it for a higher price on eBay. Or what if we could figure out which sellers just wanted to get rid of stuff and they didn't really care about the price that they got for it? Maybe a combination of those things. People say things like this when we go sourcing. We've all heard it. Someone will say, "Oh, I don't know what this is. Maybe or I just want to get rid of it, right?" Or, I don't know the value of this stuff. So I was thinking one day, I said, maybe there are some eBay sellers that actually write this in their descriptions, or maybe they put in the titles. So I said, well, let's see if we could figure that out. So I use a couple search strategies here. Wait until I show you some of the things that I've found. Now, I've been using this technique for a while and finally sharing it here on the channel with you. So wait until you see some of this stuff because it gets funnier and funnier as we go along. So let me share my screen here. There's a couple things you need to be able to do to use this strategy. And by the way, you're going to be able to modify the strategy I'm showing you to come up with your own creative ideas, which I hope you'll share in the comment section if you come up with some. So first, you have to go to advanced search. Okay. So when you go to advanced search, you want to click off title and description, because if you don't have that clicked, it's only going to search for titles. We don't want that. The greatest chance that someone's going to put what I'm saying in a listing is going to be in the description. So make sure that's clicked off. Then you want to type in the exact search phrase in quotes. So right here, I already had it saved, which here I have it as "I don't know the value." Now you want to put it in quotes, double quotes, because when you do that, what that does is that searches the listings only for that exact combination in that order. If you take the quotes out, it's only going to show things that have those words mixed in. So you want to have it together like that. So then we're just going to hit search, and look, we have 163 results of people who wrote this. So check this out, right? I'm going to just click on this first one, okay? It says stamp lot of Germany unknown by me. So let's click it and let's go down here. So you see we have this stamp here, right? Now maybe Duncan's watching this. He might know this stamp. I don't know exactly what stamp this is, but let's scroll down and look here. An interesting item. I don't know the value. All yours at a low starting price. Now, I'm just showing you this as an example because for all I know, maybe this stamp really is worth $2.99. It's free shipping. I mean, maybe it's worth a little less, but maybe it's actually worth more than that. Maybe it's a stamp that's worth, 20 bucks or 30 bucks. Who knows? But that's the point. This is a fun exercise that you could do where, and look, it already has a bid where you could identify these types of things. So I'm going to scroll back here. All right. I'm going to move down a little bit more and we'll see some of the other listings that are here. Now, as you know, if you've been watching my channel, one of the things Mrs. Primetime and I like to do is sell jewelry. So this one caught my interest. It says 925 sterling, silver turquoise cowgirl style cross pendant necklace, 18 inches. So I'll make it a little bigger here so you could see it. Okay. I'm just going to hide my screen here. All right. So I'm going to scroll down and it says it right over here. Let's see. I'm not a jeweler or gem expert, so I don't know if it's genuine. It could be dyed, so it could be turquoise halite, not sure. It appears to be genuine stone of some sort to me because it does have veins and modeling, but priced accordingly because I don't know the value. It's not plastic or faux stone, in my opinion, does not look fakey. Okay, but the person who's selling it says, I don't know the value. They're not sure. So this is something, it's only $9.89, right? With free shipping. $9.89 with free shipping. What if it is real turquoise? It could be, right? What if it is? Well, look at this. I mean, there's some actual turquoise, you know, crosses, crucifixes that, sell for good money. You could see here's one, $109 and the like. I mean, there's plenty that sell for well over $100. But even worst case scenario, let's assume that it is dyed halite, because most of the quote unquote turquoise on the market is dyed halite, which is actually just a white stone that's dyed. And there's ways to test it, but you really have to have it in person. You do like an acetone test and stuff. But like here's one here. This looks very, very similar to the one that's for sale for $9.89. So look at that one and then go back to this one again, right? They look pretty similar. And this one here is currently for sale, and this is the halite one. Okay, so it's not even actual turquoise. $25 plus $6 standard shipping. I mean, if you flipped it for that amount, that's not bad. That's not bad. So, and maybe you could even list it for more. Again, these are just ideas. That's all this is. There's just some ideas to show you. I'm going to go back again. We'll go for another one. For those of you who like cards, because you'll see there's just so many different categories. You could play around with it. I'm just showing you little examples here. So 300 plus basketball cards. Now, I had these cards when I was a kid. I don't think there's anything in here that's probably worth a lot of money. But, person's auctioning off 300 basketball cards for $4.99 plus $9.20 expedited shipping. And over here, you could see that it says there's no Michael Jordans. I looked. Other than that, I don't know the value of these cards. Now, there is the off chance that you might have someone who's just bluffing on that. They know they have something that's not worth a lot and they say that. But I've looked at a lot of these listings, and it really does look like the majority of the people really truly do not know the value of some of the things that they have. And they literally will say that in there. And let's go over to another thing that someone might say. Here's another search term. I just want to get rid of it. That gives you 168 results of people who said that. Now, you could also type in, I just want to get rid of them, if you want to find multiple things that people have in a listing. You'll get fewer results, but I think there's about 60 or 70 of them that say that. So let's scroll down and we'll see an example of something that someone would say that they just want to get rid of. So I'll try to find something here that stuck out to me earlier, which was this one, this 50 cross-stitch baby designs. Now, I already made it bigger over here just to make things go a little bit quicker. But look at this, 50 cross-stitch baby designs. Okay, so here you could see them. This person is only charging $2.99 plus $2.76 economy shipping. That's it. That's almost nothing for this. This is like a little bit over $5 and barely almost $6. That's it. So remember that a lot of people who list stuff on eBay are not resellers like most of the people watching this channel. There are a bunch of people that just, they just casually put stuff up here and there. So one of the things that I notice when people do that is they leave out keywords. And one of the keywords that's left out here is American School of Needlework. You do not see that here in the title at all. I don't even know if it's in the description. Let's see. No, it's not even in the description. But guess what? There's going to be people who search for that, like you see right over here. So American School of Needlework 50 floral borders sold for $11.69 plus $9.60 shipping. Right here. Now, I searched for the baby one. The baby one is not available. That's not there. But if you got it, if you put the proper keywords in, then you could take it and maybe you could flip it and get, $25, $20, something like that. You just made a $6 investment and there you go. That's a nice flip. So these are the types of things that you could do. Let me go to, let's see. Let's go to another one I like to use. This one's pretty funny. I don't know what it is. This is another one that people literally write this in their listings. They say they don't know what it is. In fact, this person actually put it in the title. Look at this. Lapel pen. I don't know what it is. Well, this is where you want to use Google Lens. And if you haven't, used Google Lens before. I did a video on how to use it, and you simply take a picture of this on your phone, do a screenshot, and then you hit a button, and it will automatically search for it, and then you can narrow down what these things are. So I'll link to this up top if you haven't seen that video, but it really helps with these types of items. So this here is actually a Scottish thistle. Now, we don't see Scottish thistle anywhere here in the title. Well, we see thistle, but not Scottish thistle. So if someone was searching for that, they're not going to find it because the person doesn't have the word Scottish anywhere. And that's actually what this looks like. This is really a real Scottish thistle is purple on top, not this red part, but that's how they made it in this design. And if we go over here, you could see that there are different Scottish thistle pins, lapel pins that sell for high prices. Now, granted, these ones I'm showing right here are sterling silver, so I'm not saying you're going to get that price out of it for that particular lapel pin. But the point is that there are these Scottish thistle pins that do sell, and they're not all sterling silver, for example. There's all different types of designs. Now, this particular design that this person has, um, it, it, there's not an example of someone who had this listed and tried to sell it. Not this exact one. So you don't know necessarily what could happen. It's only a $7.99 investment. And again, maybe you could turn this into a $30 flip, for example. So that's an example. Let me show you another one. We'll go back from here and we'll scroll down a little bit more. I'll show you another one. This is a great example here. And there's another person who put this right into the title. I don't know what it is. What is this? Right? There's no words on it at all. If you look on the back, it's a lapel pin, but you just don't know exactly what it is. I mean, there are some words, they look like they're in Hebrew, right? So if you read Hebrew, maybe that could help you figure out what it is, but most people can't do that. So just do a Google image search and guess what it is? Well, look right here. See this image right here where my mouse is moving around? Okay. So this right here is the Havat Hashomer. I don't know if I'm saying that exactly correctly. It could be Hashomer, but it's a base in Israel that people go to for various forms of training. And this is just, a similar looking image that they use, which was modified into this pin format over here. Now, it turns out when we go and look and do a search on eBay for Havat Hashomer right here, it's not coming up with anything. We get 0 results. I mean, we have the word Hashomer, but not the exact thing that we're looking for. So it's not there. 0 exact results for what we wanted. If we go and look at Terapeak, you see there's nothing that even shows up in the last 365 days, so last year. That could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing. We don't know. But here's the thing. Unless someone comes across this by chance and could identify it, who wanted it, which is very rare, this is just not going to sell ever to the person who really could figure out what that is, unless they actually have the keywords in it. And nowhere is that listed here. So this is where, again, Google Lens could really help us out. We could identify the items using this search strategy, and then we could then turn around and we could list it because we're willing to do the work. Now, this one, this one's priced at $15. So, I don't know. This could be a more risky one. This could be one that maybe wouldn't sell for more than 15. Not sure. So sometimes there's a little bit of a gamble involved in this, but it's kind of fun. Like, I like the fun and the mystery of this. I do this myself. I've sold many things using this approach in the past. I currently have 2 things right now listed with this approach, just to show you. This is a Rockford Cubbies cup, and I decided to invest in this for about $10, and I have it listed right now for 40. The person who invested it, the person who listed it, believe it or not, didn't even put Rockford Cubbies in it. So that's what I mean. When people put these other terms in, like, "I don't know the value, I just wanna get rid of it, I don't know what it is." They tend to have other aspects of their listing that are lacking. Keywords and photos are a good example of that. Here's another one. I invested $8 into these Wyoming scenery photo cards. They're really small cards, but the person who listed them did not identify it with any keywords, any of the little cities that you see in here. So if I scroll and show you, and make this a little bit bigger, just as a quick example, you could see here, this is like Elk Mountain and the Medicine Bow River or Green River, Wyoming. So I just tried to figure out which keywords were the main ones, and I put them here in the title, and then I put the rest in the description section, and hope that when someone does a keyword search, that they come across these, they're interested, and then just make a nice flip. So I hope you found that interesting. I get a real big kick out of doing this, and it's just hilarious. And sometimes, again, you'll make some good flips. You might invest in something for $8 and make a $50 flip or even higher. You never know. So have fun with it. Please let me know in the comment section of this video if you have ever used this approach before, if this is brand new to you. And if it is, I want to know some, since I'm sharing these 3 search terms that I use, put in some modifications. Tell me some things that you use. Let's use this video as like a crowdsourcing thing. Put some other things in quotes that you could think of that we could then all use and just try to find stuff. I'm not worried about that this is going to ruin this method for me or anything, because it does involve it does involve a little bit of work, and there's a little bit of luck. You never know. You do a search for it, and maybe nothing's coming up real good that you're interested in the morning, and then later that night, just based on timing, something comes up that you could find. So hopefully everyone just has some fun with it. I enjoy it, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, folks, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.